Hey guys, this is Sports with Dylan. It is intermission in the Oilers game, and since you cannot see, I am also wearing my Oilers shirt. But I am going to talk about a different sport right now. A superstar quarterback who is past his prime and is definitely getting up there in age in Aaron Rodgers. The longtime Green Bay Packer has been traded to the New York Jets, which comes as a surprise to 0 people on this planet. We all knew it was coming. It's been a long time coming, but the deal was a bit of a surprise. The New York Jets received Aaron Rodgers and the 15th overall pick, as well as a 5th round pick, in exchange for the 13th overall pick this year. So they swapped first round picks, as well as a 2nd round pick, a 6th round pick, and a 2nd round pick in 2024 that will become a 1st round pick if Aaron Rodgers plays 70% of the snaps at quarterback. So, I suspect, unless something goes very wrong and Aaron Rodgers gets injured, that the Packers are going to be getting 2 first-round picks next year, their own and the New York Jets. Many are saying that this is an overpay, but in my opinion, it's a pretty fair deal. Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. Look at how much Deshaun Watson, who hadn't played in a year, and had sexual assault allegations against him, may have been suspended for the entire year. He wasn't, but even still, 11 games. And he got 3 first-round picks. Aaron Rodgers is significantly older and more expensive, although Deshaun Watson is guaranteed more money from the Browns, and the Jets did not have to give Aaron Rodgers a completely new contract, as well as the fact that even though I don't love Aaron Rodgers as a person, we know he's probably going to be a better mentor, a better person in the locker room than Deshaun Watson's going to be. So I think this is a pretty fair deal based on what quarterbacks are going for nowadays. But we'll have to see. If Lamar Jackson gets traded, that can be the easiest thing to compare to it. I know they're completely different quarterbacks. They're opposites. The only thing they have in common is they're both very good. So if Lamar Jackson gets less than 3 first-round picks, then I think this was an overpay for Rodgers. But if Lamar Jackson gets 3 first-round picks or 2 first-round picks and a good player or that kind of thing, then I think this was a fair deal for Aaron Rodgers. So like I said, this trade was a long time coming. Aaron Rodgers said he wanted to go play for the Jets, so we figured it was going to happen pretty soon. Plus, the Jets desperately needed a quarterback, and the management had said multiple times, Aaron Rodgers, it's coming here. So we figured it was going to happen. The Jets have a good roster aside from quarterback, which has now changed. I think this team could easily compete for a playoff spot. Although, given how competitive the AFC is, I'm not convinced they'll make it. But I think they are going to be a very competitive team given how well they did last year with Zach Wilson, Mike White, and Joe Flacco at quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is an immediate upgrade, no question. Aaron Rodgers could fall off a cliff, and it'd still be an immediate upgrade. So, I think this was a pretty good deal for the Jets. Meanwhile, the Packers have Jordan Love, a first-round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, who still puzzles me why they drafted him to this day. But, hey, now they have a quarterback who sat for 3 years and developed quite a bit, hopefully. We'll see. I'm not convinced he's going to be the future. I never loved him as a prospect. But we'll see. It isn't a bad situation to be in, although he is lacking in a couple of weapons. But he's got good coaching, good defense, he's got some good running backs, and some young receivers that could develop, and most importantly, a solid offensive line. So we'll see. They are giving Jordan Love the best situation possible. And I think, out of everyone, I think he's the happiest that this deal finally got done. Either that or he was being traded. No way that Jordan Love sat another year behind Rodgers. Although, I did say that last year, so it's tough to say. But Rodgers is going to be pretty happy too, coming into a new situation. The Jets definitely have more weapons with players like Alan Lazard, one of his favorite receivers from Green Bay, aside from Devontae Adams. Garrett Wilson, who had a great rookie season. You've also got McCole Hardman, who I don't think is a great player, but at least he can run fast. And Corey Davis, as well as tight ends, CJ Uzuma, and Tyler Conklin, and some solid running backs in Breece Hall and Michael Carter. So this is a pretty good team, as well as the offensive line, led by Mekhi Becton, Elijah Vera Tucker, Laken Tomlinson, Wes Schweitzer, and another guy on that offensive line that I can't seem to remember right now off the top of my head. So, all in all, this is a pretty good situation, but we'll have to see how Rodgers performs because he is getting up there in age. He's 39 years old right now. So, it's possible that this year he just doesn't have it, which means that this was definitely an overpay for the Jets. But it's also possible that he takes the Tom Brady route and plays quite well for the next couple of years. In which case, this was a great deal for the Jets. Because honestly, I think it's worth it to give up a ton to get a stable quarterback situation. Because we all know that Zach Wilson is not the answer. Speaking of whom, what the heck is going to happen to Zach Wilson? I have no idea. I suspect he'll get traded. But to who? Who would take him on at this point in time? Maybe a team with an older quarterback that might retire soon. But who? Every quarterback I can think of has seemingly disappeared from the league that's older now. I mean, Tom Brady's gone, Matt Ryan's gone now, so that kind of leaves Aaron Rodgers. And I can't see him staying in New York. So maybe somewhere like Minnesota where you can back up Kirk Cousins. Honestly, what I think he needs, and my dad pointed this out as well, is a coaching situation that can knock him into place. Because players don't want to play with him in the locker room. Someone like Bill Belichick, although I do not think the paid trades make sense in this situation due to them having Mac Jones and Bailey Zapp already. But someone like Bill Belichick that can knock some sense into the guy, even if he doesn't play well, at least make him a mediocre person, please. But that has remained to be seen. It wouldn't shock me if Zach Wilson spends this whole year behind Aaron Rodgers, even though he doesn't want to play for the Jets. And the Jets clearly don't want him, but I'm not sure anyone would be willing to take him on. But what I do know is that the Jets are going to be better this year. Packers, I think, will probably be about the same, actually. I don't think they will be much worse than last year. Although I do think they did downgrade at quarterback, but I think overall they did get slightly better. But we will have to see. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again tomorrow when you get to see my mock draft. Actually, that might be Thursday. We'll see. Thursday is the NFL draft day.